So the Wynn Las Vegas has started to do baggage checks and has massive security when you enter the property. I experienced this on Saturday night when I was on my live stream. I've chopped that part of the video out and I will show you that in just a few moments and what that actually looks like. And was it a good experience? Was it a bad one? It was a different experience. It's something that I had never gone through in Las Vegas before. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. And look at the Mandalay Bay behind me. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? If I stand this way, it's lighting me up gold because of that sun hitting it. You know, the Mandalay Bay actually has real gold in the windows. It helps to dissipate the heat in the summertime. It helps to keep the building warmer in the wintertime. Or so I've heard. I haven't called the architect of the building and actually asked him about that, but that's one of those Vegas tales that you hear only in Sin City. So the Wynn doing those checks, question of the day is this, answer in the comments below, please. What do you think about the Wynn checking people upon entering? Do you feel like this is an affront on your civil liberties? Do you think that you shouldn't have to go through this, or does it make you feel better about going into the properties in Las Vegas in light of recent events? We're gonna get to those, go over the recent events in this video. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the future notifications. I do videos all the time, live streams all the time too. And also, if you guys want to support the channel, head on over to, click the join button for the YouTube channel memberships. You can head on over to Patreon, where you guys get you get yourself in the credits, get early access to videos. You also have a chance to see photos I don't post anywhere else. I posted up a video just driving around town the other day of something really cool. The answer to that question was, those are concept cars. Those are cars that they don't want anybody looking at, and they do that thing to them. You'll have to join the Facebook or the Patreon, or you'll have to join the channel memberships to see what I'm talking about. Also, VegasFacemasks.com, we have our Halloween editions coming out. So if you got to trick or treat with the kids, you might as well get something that's very Halloween-y, 2 for $25. And yeah, shipping is free. All right, so the Wynn has their security. Again, we will have footage of that security coming up in just a few minutes. Why did it get to this point? Well, when Vegas opened on June 4th, we had a lot of bad folks come into town along with the low room rates, but that's not really totally the picture. That's what people will make you think. Truth is that upon opening June 4th, we had pretty decent room rates. There was a lot of specials going on. When I say decent, it's decent as in kind of normal room rates. Wasn't out of the ordinary to see rooms selling for $100 a night. But as time went by and people lost their stimulus checks, and if you're not in the United States, we did what a lot of countries did, just on a shorter term basis. Gave everybody in the whole entire country practically $1,200 a person, and gave them $600 a week if they're on unemployment benefits. So you had people getting $2,400 a month. People would travel to Vegas, and when that all ran out, well, problem is people didn't have money to travel, and Vegas did what it needed to do and reduced the room rates. Look how unglamorous the strip is when I walk literally 200 feet off of it. Huh, funny how that works. So the unglamorous kind of people came into Las Vegas and they started doing bad stuff. And in the recent few weeks, we've had a bunch of acts of deplorableness, people getting injured, people getting hurt. Nobody has lost their life on the Las Vegas Strip yet, which is a big benefit for us from an optics standpoint, but it got to a head, and the Encore had a flat-out brawl inside of the casino. I'll see if I can put the footage of that in here too. And you know, they said they would be increasing their room rates to get around that, and they would be hiring security. One of my subscribers tipped me off and said that they are hiring tons of extra third-party security professionals who can do these kinds of things, and Metro is out on the Strip in full force. And before I can go any further, this is what you saw when you would check into the Wynn, or you would walk in the doors of the Wynn on Saturday. Action. It was okay. These guys might not let me in for the Wynn. Let's see if I'm allowed to go in. Hi.
Hey, what's the Wynn?
Am I okay? What do I got to do here? Am I good? Okay. Yeah. Oh, sure. Put my arms out. Yeah, I got a wallet. Empty my pockets? Sure. This is all good. I like this. And I got keys in this one. You good? Go okay? There you go. Probably that belt. It's like that little buckle. Alright. I'm good. Thank you guys. Keeping everybody safe at the Wynn. Hello everybody. Yeah. Oh, do you gotta look in there? Okay.
Yeah, just take a quick look.
No, go ahead. Bottle of water and a GoPro.
No worries. Alright. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a great one.
You too.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, we got one more stop. I'm on camera right now. Am I good? I'm good. All right, look at this. Wow, that was, wow. That was, wow. So that is what you saw and that is what you got. Now, whether or not that's going to be a trend is something altogether that I don't know. I'm not sure. And what that means is that if it is a trend, it means that the casino room rates will go up. It'll impede the ability for people to travel here on a budget for the next little while. The economy seems to be coming back in a lot of sectors. When we look at Nevada as a whole, we have to remember that this place is based on travel and tourism. There are still massive amounts of people that are thankfully working in the United States, but there's still a lot of you that are hurting, and I totally understand that. A lot of people have been laid off and furloughed permanently. I'm not thinking that it's all business as usual across the country. So what does that mean if we increase the room rates? Well, again, you might not be able to travel, but you will be able to come here safely. So maybe you were used to coming to Vegas several times a year. Maybe you now come once, but at least you are now safer. I guess that's the point that I'm getting to. Now, will this be a trend that picks up at buildings like the Mandalay Bay over here? I don't know for sure. It's going to be hard to figure that out. It's going to see how, we're going to have to see how the Wynn actually reacts and people react to the Wynn. If this does show that the Wynn is getting, you know, rave reviews and people don't think that it's a giant massive inconvenience, and if those guards at the front of the Wynn don't have any problems and they keep being as respectful as they were when I was there, I don't see that it would be an issue with people. But at the same time, if they have even one incident with security trying to stop somebody, and particular people will take things out of context and it gets onto social media and it goes out of control, similar to how the ridiculousness happened at the D Resort downtown, where a guy was told he couldn't come in because of a facial tattoo, and he went on Fremont Street, did an Instagram video, it blew up. Truth is, they had policies about dress code and things beforehand, but nobody looked at the context of it. If nobody's looking at the context of such videos, then it could be a real black eye for the property. Now, my analysis on that check-in process that I had was simple. It had no bearing on me going in. I didn't worry about it. I felt like it was actually a pretty good thing that had happened, and I was appreciative of them actually taking care of the guests that way. Because I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a troublemaker. It doesn't matter to me if people want to check me for security. What did I have in my bag? I had a GoPro and a bottle of water. It didn't bother me one bit. Those guys were cool as long as they can stay cool, as long as everybody can keep their heads on and realize that this is good for everybody. Maybe this is a trend for the next little while in Las Vegas. I know it will be a trend. All the police officers we've been seeing, like the one that you just saw in that clip entering into the Wynn, all the police officers in the properties, the increased security. Now, a lot of you say this isn't the Vegas that I remember, this is not the Vegas that I love. I completely understand, and I'm also very aware in the midstream that there's a lot of noise behind me right now because I have a wacky inflatable arm flailing air guy or whatever it's called. I'm getting an attachment for the camera. I'll take care of that soon enough. But one thing's for certain, you know, if those cops are going to be out on the strip, if you don't like to see them, if they make you uneasy, just remember this. They are there to protect everybody. They're not doing anybody. They're not doing anything. I said doing anybody, didn't I? That's pretty bad. They're not doing anything to anybody. 9/10 of the cases, 99 out of 100 of the times that I've seen them, they're just standing around doing nothing. We've seen them do a few things before, but as they're out on the strip more, the people that they would have to do things to and stop and ask questions to are here less and less. So it's one of those things that's a causality and a causation. The cops are there, the security's at the Wynn, the bad guys stop coming into town, you have a better experience. I hope the prices of the resorts don't go up so they can make sure that they pay for this stuff. But maybe Sheldon Adelson was right. You know, I haven't talked to my advisor in several days. I hope he's okay. He doesn't drop off like this. But what he did tell me once was that Sheldon Adelson was one of the cheerleaders for Las Vegas, telling the properties that you're just going to have to spend money for right now. It might be spending money for a year. It might be spending money for 2 years. It might be for even 3. But at the end of it all, we have to make sure that we are still here, or else we will lose all of our clout as a tourist destination, and then it really is game over when all the international people can fly again. So if that's their game, if they're not going to increase the prices, hey, I'd say it's a good deal for everybody, but I'm curious to hear what say you. So welcome to the land of opportunity. It's actually, how many acres? 38.5 acres on the Las Vegas Strip. Very interesting. I wonder what that's worth. At one point, land on the Strip was worth $100 million an acre. That would be a lot of money. Last time I tried to do math on the channel, I got smacked in the face and did it all wrong. So you tell me what 38.5 times 100 million is worth. I ain't even gonna try. But my name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm in front of, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful properties in Las Vegas, but oftentimes just doesn't get the foot traffic that it deserves, the Mandalay Bay. If you've been looking, that digital sign is now on. I posted that over on my Twitter. You might want to check that out. I think it's called Not Leaving LV or something like that. And I am on Twitter. Just type my name in there. You can follow me there. I post things there too. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to say you guys can enjoy the videos, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. Make sure you guys do check out the YouTube channel memberships if you want to help out the small YouTube creators. We also have Patreon and Facemasks.com. The only two you'll ever need. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click by my wacky inflatable arm flailing something guy. It's a Family Guy joke. Hope some of you guys got it. And I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, click. So get real close. Mandalay Bay backdrop. It's a beautiful thing. 3, 2, 1, and click.